Hey guys, it's Ryan here with DP Marketing.Services. Hope you're doing well. Coming at you with a video this week. Something we get asked a lot about of like kind of when we're onboarding new companies or new clients or they're talking to us or they're kicking the tires of going, okay, I want to work with the company to start getting more leads and more phone calls because what we're doing right now isn't working as well as we need it to. But we want to know what we're getting. We want to know exactly where does our investment go. So we figured we'd just tell you about the first 3 months of work that we do. Uh, we have a month-by-month plan that we follow that makes sure that no matter what, and no matter what market you're in, no matter how competitive or dense, uh, us sticking with this discipline of looking for great ways to optimize your efforts each month in this kind of structure, it always gets us results. We've never seen it not work. So that said, we figured we'd just tell you about the first 3 months. So the first 90 days when you sign up with DP Marketing.Services to take care of all your online marketing efforts. What does it look like? What does it mean? And some of these things you might go, heck, I can knock these out myself, and that's fine. Go for it. We'll tell you exactly what the three are. We actually have the full list of each month by month for the first year. So if you're curious to know, man, what's month 4 through 12 look like? Send us a note. We'll send you a PDF that you can look at. So, okay. So you find us, we're talking, we get to know your business, your market, whatever. And then you go, great, this sounds awesome. I'm ready to start getting these results for myself. What's month 1? So month 1, it's in some ways this is like the base, foundation of the house. We can't really do a whole lot without crossing this part off. Month 1 is doing really intensive on-site SEO optimization. So that's a technical term. A lot of you guys are going, what the crap is on-site SEO? We need to make sure that your website, which is the bedrock of everything else that we do after, is primed to get Google's attention, primed to get Facebook's attention, primed to get Bing's attention, primed to get your customers' attention, to turn them into customers. So that means we're going to do a lot of work on the layout, on the design, on the content. Most of the websites that we see, like you're probably a company right now, you have a website. We'll go through and we'll make sure it has the right content. We're going to make sure it has the right volume of content. We're going to make sure it's laid out and optimized so your customer is more likely to click and engage and turn not just from a site visitor, but turn them into a customer for you. There is kind of a science, there's a process of what we have to do that. So there's a lot of metadata, there's a lot of coding, there's a lot of making sure all of your keyword relevant content is available. So for instance, if you're a plumber, the most commonly searched for things are going to be things like AC repair. They're going to be, I'm sorry, if you're a plumber, they're going to say things like water heater, leak, clogged toilet, drain. They're going to be talking about these symptoms. They're also going to use things like your city plumber, your city plumbing, your city plumbing contractor. They're going to use these types of words to search for you. So we need to make sure that on every section of your site that it's optimized to rank for that particular phrase. So that means the secret is websites don't rank, pages rank with Google. So we want to make sure that all of that work, if we're going to focus on your city plumbing, that everything on that particular page on your site is optimized for your city plumbing. So that means all of your photos are going to have the alt data. They're going to have all the metadata that's in there to make it work. You're going to have the headers. You're going to have the keyword content frequency that's embedded in the page. All that stuff we take care of on month 1. So we're kind of living in your website. We're assessing where it needs to go, what changes need to be made, and we're making those changes. Now, every now and then we find a contractor who doesn't have a website at all, or maybe they have a website that's really subpar. So what we'll do in that first month instead of tweaking your current site, we'll actually build you a new one. We'll just take that time. We'll focus on building it from scratch with the right content. So this means having your logo in the corner, having on the other corner, the top right corner, it's going to be a click to call phone number that we can track who's clicking on that, who's calling you, all your social media handles, all that stuff. There's a certain kind of layout on maximizing your homepage and each landing page. But month 1, no matter what, it's focused on fleshing out your site. So it's entirely on site. And this also helps not only your SEO efforts, which take time to work for you, but it's also going to have pay-per-click benefit. So if you're doing AdWords, if you're doing Bing ads, the design, the layout, the content, the user behavior on those pages will have huge impacts for you down the road with your pay-per-click, which start instantly. So so month one, it's all on-site SEO. So we do the tweaking, we do the adding the content. We try to see a website no less than 25 pages. If you're a really dense market, we'll do probably a couple hundred. That's a couple hundred pages of great content for your customers that gets Google's attention, that you guys are in, you guys mean business. So that's month one. It's all on-site. Month two, now we're going to start moving to what's called big citations on the web. So we want to make sure that everywhere that your customer is likely to look for you, your company is represented, all of your name, your address, your phone numbers, your hours, your contact information, it is all exactly consistent. So it doesn't matter if they go to BBB, it doesn't matter if they go to Merchant Circle, it doesn't matter if they go to YP, it doesn't matter if they go to Bing, it doesn't matter if they use Siri to find you in Apple. All the information that they will have for you anywhere they look is going to be exactly the same. This does a couple things. One, it helps us make sure that your business, we want that to be consistent. We don't want an address from your house 2 years ago showing up for a customer or phone numbers when you're using your cell phone. We want to make sure that no matter where your customer is going to find you, that data is exactly identical. But two, when you do that, it gives you an SEO benefit. So it helps Google, Bing, and Yahoo rank your site higher because they see this consistency around the internet. These sites usually pass what's called a lot of juice to your site. So when they're all consistent, when all these big companies are pointing back to your website in exactly the same way, that helps your site have more value for the search engines. So a lot of companies want to know like what that actually looks like. You can actually look on our website right now. We have a tool. You can do it for free. DP Marketing.Services/scan. I'll put a link in the description here. But you can scan yourself to see what Google and Yahoo and Bing, what they see from your company from a digital standpoint, right? You'll see how consistent things are, how inconsistent things are. But month two for us, we spent month one getting your site ready, getting everything on board where it's going to get Google's attention and your customers' attention. In month two, we're going to say, all right, we're going to start getting you out to all the big aggregators and all the big industry citations. So that's month two. Month three, now we're kind of on Google's radar. They probably haven't done a lot of rewarding yet. They're starting to. But what we're going to start doing now is what we call hyper-local work. So your business, right, it exists in a town. And maybe if you're a larger company, you have multiple service areas. So maybe you have a Dallas-Fort Worth company, or maybe you have another company in Austin or Houston, right? So what we're going to do is start focusing those hyper-local efforts. So if you're in DFW, we're going to start doing grapevine links. We're going to start doing contacts from like Denton. We're going to start making sure that wherever you are in your like local community, that we're going to have a lot of great contextual links pointing back to you. Again, this is a process. We try to do in the ballpark for most companies in the United States. This is not the same if you're in another country, but in the U.S., we can probably get you about somewhere between 200 to 300 local, like hyper-local sort of links to your site. This is good. We want Google seeing all that local activity pointing to your local business or service area. It gives you credibility. It helps Google know that that's where you are, that that's the region you operate, that you're doing great service, that all these other sites find you credible and refer back to you. And just so you know what we're talking about here, now we're talking about like your community is BBB. So if you're in Dallas, it's the Dallas BBB. We're also talking about like Chamber of Commerce. So if you're a member of the Grapevine Chamber, we're going to have a link to that to your site as well. But we make sure all those local things plus up to 300 more-ish are going to be pointing to you. And so we try to do that slowly. We don't want to hit Google with all those things at one time. But we try to do maybe 40 or 50 a month, and we keep that recipe going until we run out of that 300. So that's month 1, 2, and 3. As we do month 1, we're kind of living entirely on your website or creating a new website. But either way, that's kind of the entirety of our focus is making sure everything is right there. We also, during that first month, I forgot to mention, we train you and your team on our Nearby Now. So this is our review generation tool. It connects in with the website, helps get great Google traction. We train your techs how to use it, make sure you understand the benefit of it. We start then on month 1, we start getting you guys in that practice of it. Month 2, we're now doing the big aggregators, the big industry citations that we want to be that passes a lot of juice to your site. And then month 3, we're doing the hyper-local SEO. So month 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and beyond, just email me. We'll send you our month by month if it's interesting to you. Otherwise, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, leave us a note. Check us out at our website, DP Marketing.Services. Also, feel free, again, scan your business. What does the internet look like for you now? At dpmarketing.services/scan. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. Let us know what you think. But that's it. Get back to work, and we'll talk to you next time. See you guys.